Hi, it's Saheli. I know that I am probably the most inconsistent on YouTube, but I don't want to make content just for the sake of it. And a lot of times I have so much going on in life, so many things I'm doing, clients, teams, students. It's impossible to manage everything efficiently, but I'm back, and in today's video I'm going to tell you about 7 underrated habits that no one probably tells you about in case you want to become a high income person, you want to make your first crore soon, or maybe even more. So without any further ado, let's get started with this video. Now, I don't want to talk more about why habits are important. I think enough people have told you that your habits make or break you. But when we talk about habits, we mainly hear about waking up at a certain time, reading a certain genre, and going out there, talking to more people, being more sociable. And while that is all right, in my journey of making more money and getting richer, there were a lot of habits that I had to incorporate that nobody really told me about. And I want to give you that advice as a friend, as a big sister, whatever you think of me, so that you are aware that it's really not always the hard skills, but also the soft skills and who you are internally that make you a rich person. So with that, the very first thing that I need to tell you is that you need to get in the habit of starting to think of yourself as a magnetic force instead of a person. Because when you think of yourself as a person and things happen to you, things will happen to you when you start putting yourself out there. You get very passive about it. Okay, this client did not work out. This person betrayed me. This project did not go so well. Instead of that, start thinking of yourself as a magnetic force that is attracting things to yourself, projects and people and resources. When you start thinking of yourselves like that, what happens is that you have a very positive energy all around yourself. And yeah, I know it sounds like manifestation-y, but it really works. And above everything, it keeps you really positive through the times that things get hard. The way I think about myself is a vessel who makes sure that anybody who comes in touch with me will get richer. It can be my family. Of course, I want my family to be more successful. I want my clients to be more successful when they work with me. I want my team members to be more successful by learning with me and growing with me. I want my students to be more successful when they learn from me. And there's a lot of cross-pollination that happens here, because a lot of times my clients are struggling to find the right talents. Often my students help them out because I have trained them so well that they become an asset to the client. Vice versa, because the client is paying them and they are growing with the client increases their pay slowly. So it becomes like an entire chain reaction which I'm able to create because I think of myself as a force and not just a person working online. For you, no matter what your service is, there will be clients, there will be friends, there will be peers, there will be team members. There's going to be a ton of people around you. And while you'll not be able to make everybody happy, even if you're able to change the life of 10 people by giving them the right advice, by setting them on the right direction, you will become very rich, because you don't become rich in isolation. You become rich when everybody around you is also becoming more and more successful. So that's my first habit that I inculcated. The second habit, and it actually came from a very deep realization, and that is that looks matter. Okay, I don't want to be an hypocrite and tell you that it doesn't matter how you look. Of course, it's only one factor, but it definitely is a contributing factor. In the world of online business, where more and more people are moving towards video marketing, and video is one of the highest converting factors in the world of marketing, how you look really matters. Okay, and no matter how much people tell you that it doesn't matter, it's all about what you have to share. You have to be presentable. It's not about like winning the genetic lottery, but it's definitely about being presentable and how you're speaking and how you look and what you're wearing. That makes a lot of impression on the person viewing you. All right, now I could be making this video at a very noisy location. I could be making this video in maybe not appropriate clothes. I mean, technically for my niche I should be not wearing even casual clothes, but it's fine. I think I resonate more with it. I think you resonate more with it. So the looks do matter. And one of the habits that I inculcated was to be more presentable. Now that included changing my wardrobe, that included becoming healthier. I had gained a lot of weight in last year, and I was actually trying to lose it and get fitter. And that of course has a better effect on life as well, because healthy me equals to a happy me. So while those habits are definitely not something that directly relates to income, but somehow they do. And of course, after I got fitter and more presentable, I saw an attitude shift in a lot of people, and I think that is pretty much real, and nobody really wants to talk about it because it's such a taboo, but it's real. So please focus on yourself and be the best version of yourself that you can be, even externally. The third advice that I'm going to give you is this habit. I think is hard to inculcate, but it really changed the way I deal with people, and that is being extremely kind. Okay, I do not think that I have an ounce of negativity in me despite all the negative experiences I've been through. Be it in personal life, I've been in a very toxic relationship, be it with really bad clients who have exploited me, be it with people that I've collaborated with that have taken advantage of me and caused me a lot of damage. Like, I'm not talking about damage just reputation wise or money wise, like a few lakhs. I'm talking about tens of lakhs. And there's a lot of shit that has happened with me, but then I do not really want to talk about it, and I have really let that go. I never even think about it because I know that the more I hold on to it, the more it will make me sour and ruin my future. And one of the best quotes I recently read is that you don't owe your past anything, but you owe your future everything. So I want to be the best version of myself in the future, and for that you need a lot of kindness and a lot of softness in you so that you're able to look forward to the future, and that is really, really important. There have been times that people have been downright rude to me, and I've still been supportive of them. It's not like Gandhi ji ki, like somebody slaps you so you let them slap you again. It's more about, I don't want to lose my personality because of other people's negativeness or the bad in the world. And that has really allowed me to be a happy person. I know a lot of people who are making as much money as me, more money than me, and sometimes even less money than me, but they're like so sour about everything. I really feel they're not happy, and I don't want to be that person. I'm very happy, and I think that is one of the biggest achievements to have in life, because at the end of the day, it's not about money, it's about whether you're satisfied in life or not. The fourth habit is having the realization that you either need a very, very supportive partner or a no partner in this kind of a life. Because, relationships, people you invest yourself with emotionally, physically, they impact your life so much. And thankfully, I have had a really good partner in the beginning of my scaling journey, and that really helped me a lot. But while that didn't work out, I have always been sure that I'm not going to get into casual things. I'm not going to waste my time on things that I don't see a long-term future with, and that is all right with me. A lot of people, think that that's not good, and I'm wasting my young years. But the thing is, I'm very happy and I'm content knowing that when I have my person, they will be assisting me in the growth and not, pulling me back. I don't want to get in drama, and I have always had that clarity in my life, and so should you. I know so many people who tell me that they are not able to succeed in life because their relationship is not allowing for it. And what kind of a relationship is that does not bring out the best in you? So that is one habit that you need to inculcate. And one of the things that really helped me get there was journaling, because whenever I feel like I am feeling confused about this aspect of life, I just write, and it helps me so much. The fifth habit I feel everyone should have if they want to become a high income person is having a long-term vision. Most people should operate from such short-term vision that they never are able to make a lot of money. If you want to make 1 crore, it's not going to happen this year, most likely, but it's definitely going to happen in the next 2 years if you are putting active efforts. Okay. A lot of people think about how much one client is paying me, how much this project is paying me, how much time I should invest in this, without thinking 2 years from now, what can this become? I think I have been very smart in investing in the right kind of people, right kind of team, right kind of clients, and they see the vision in me, and I see the growth that I can have with them. And that's why I'm able to scale pretty well without things falling apart. I am able to lead a very balanced life. I think that is something a lot of people miss, because they are chasing the short-term pleasure, but look at the long-term potential of things. There have been times that I've worked for free, for pennies, because I knew that in the long term, this client will bring me more successful clients. Maybe this client is in an industry that will benefit me in some other way. Maybe this client has a set of referrals, investors that they know. There are so many things to look out for. It's just that most people don't judge it because they're looking at just the face value of things, and that is a losing game. Don't get into it. The sixth habit I think everybody should have is obviously not reading exactly, but rather putting the things you read into action. Now, one of the ways that I do it is that whenever I read something, I write about it and I share it with people, because in the process of writing and sharing it with people, I will remember what I have read. I read a lot, but most people who read a lot don't retain what they read because they don't apply it. If you are somebody who does not have the habit of actually applying things you learn or read, you are not going to be successful. It's not going to work that way. So please do remember this. And the seventh habit that I think everybody should have if they want to become a really rich person is that don't gatekeep your knowledge. I think everybody who has worked with me, everybody who has seen my content and been with me in some sort of a paid capacity, be as a client, be as a student, they can assure that I do not really gatekeep. Like, if you ask me questions, I will give you everything that I have done. It doesn't really matter whether you have paid me or not. And while this seems counterintuitive, I have seen that the universe gives me back everything that I put out. I don't feel the need to. I think initially when I was getting started, I used to feel really stuck because I didn't know how to approach certain people. I knew that my friends were getting them as clients and I really wanted to learn from them that how are you doing it? But they wouldn't really share exactly what they are doing. So what I started doing is that before asking them, I started sending them screenshots of my approaches that worked for me. And usually they'll be different from their ways of approach. So once they saw that I am able to put my guard down and just share everything freely, they shared their strategies. And mutually we were able to grow a lot more. Like, currently I'm the part of a very good marketing circle in India. And all my friends are making like multiple crores, some of them are even tens of crores, and all of it is because we have a very supportive environment around each other, which a lot of people fail to build. And I feel that is really, really sad. I think it's not a zero-sum game. Everybody can win if we kind of push each other up. And yeah, I hope that this video helps. I hope that you'll be able to apply all of these strategies. I have made a workbook that will help you apply all of these habits that I recommended. So I hope that you will be downloading it from the description. And yeah, I will see you with another video on Saheli Chatterjee next week.